So this is a seated hamstring stretch. What I want you to do is just sit down on a spot. One leg's bent, the other leg, the knee is not straight, it's slightly unlocked. Toes are kind of up a little bit, but you're gonna hinge over. Okay, you should feel a stretch in the hamstring down through here. You shouldn't really feel it down in the calf muscle. If you do, then bend your knee a little bit more, holding it for about 30 seconds. Go ahead and come back up and repeat that 2 to 3 times and then switch sides. So pretend I'm holding onto something in front of me here, but what you're gonna do is it's an adductor stretch. So we're stretching these kind of that groin muscle area. So you're gonna hold on to something, you're gonna lean over to the side. You should feel a pretty good strong pull. You can turn, tip, push the glutes back, whatever you kind of need to do to really target an area to stretch that out. Again, hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds. Come all the way back up. You can do that about 2 to 3 times on one side and then switch. So this is a wall, thread the needle with an open. So what I want you to face the wall. Okay, once you're facing the wall, I want you to put that one arm on the wall, kind of pushed out this way. Then this other arm is gonna rotate open, okay? If you notice, my feet are pointing towards the wall here. I'm not turning my toes at all. I'm trying to keep my lower body fairly square and rotating open. You're gonna hold it for about 30 seconds. Reset and do about 2 to 3 sets on each side. This is going to be a standing hip flexor stretch. So what you're going to do is you can kind of find a countertop or go to a wall. Hip flexor right here on this side is what you're going to be stretching. So you're going to kind of lean forward a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of push your hip forward. Pushing your hip forward is going to stretch out this part. Also, if you can kind of think about like tucking your hips underneath and then leaning forward, that's going to be a stretch there. Okay, so I can feel this pretty strongly like this. If you don't feel it, it's probably because your butt is sticking out too far or your chest is down. You have to be upright, pushing your hip forward to get a good stretch like this. You're gonna hold it for about 30 seconds and you're gonna relax and switch sides. This is a calf stretch. You're just gonna find some sort of elevated surface. You can use a book. You can use any sort of hard surface that's probably about 6 to 8 inches off the ground. If it's 4, that's fine too. You just gotta lean a little bit further. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep your heel down on the ground, toes up here. The knee is gonna be nice and straight, and you're just gonna lean your body forward. Okay, you should feel a nice, good stretch deep down in that calf muscle. You're gonna hold it for about 30 seconds, and then you'll do both sides. So this is a split stance banded airplane. If you remember, you're gonna have one leg forward, the other leg back. Most of the weight on this lead leg. Arms across, keeping the band tight to your chest, hinging over. You're just going to rotate as far as you can, side to side, focusing on stability and just rotating the torso versus pulling the arms. You do 10 rotations, and you'll switch sides and do the other leg. So this is a banded wall open. I'm going to show it to you with a band. You don't have to use a band, but whatever leg is closest to the wall is going to be underneath you. Then you're going to be stepping forward, okay? So kind of a split stance, still in that golf kind of hinging position. One arm is going to be down here against the wall, and this other arm is just going to be rotating open. Trying to rotate as wide as you possibly can. Goal would be to hit that hand on the wall. Again, you don't need a band to do this either. You're just maintaining that position and really trying to work on getting more torso range of motion. And we'll do the other side as well. This exercise is going to be a step up with an eccentric, slower step down with a lot of control. So you can find something that is elevated to 12 inches. It could just be a stair in the house as well. If you need to hold on to something, you can hold on to something as well. But this is just really pushing up without using that back leg. So you're really isolating and focusing on that knee, and then you're going to slowly lower yourself down. It should take you about 3 seconds or so. I don't want you leaning backwards to fall down. I want you to be kind of leaning forward and put all the weight on that leg that's on the step and really control that so you're working that quad muscle in the front. So these are those rack lunges. What I want you to do with this is I want you to use your hands as little as you need to, mostly just for stability, not for strength to pull yourself up. So when you're doing this, I want you to go down as low as you comfortably can while still being able to get back up. If right away it's 2 inches, then so be it. Then 2 inches is your mark, and then gradually try to get down lower and lower and lower. I want you to do this on both legs, so right leg in front as well as left leg in front. And as you get stronger with this and more comfortable with this, you can gradually go lower and lower. I would love if you could do about 8 to 10 reps each leg as you're doing this. So this is that exercise using that little stretchy tube band with the handles on it. You're just going to anchor it somewhere, and you're going to walk out a little ways so there's some good tension on there, and what you're doing is going to be rotating through, keeping the arms tight to the body, really going to be working the core, and you're also going to be working weight shift. So you should feel that lead leg side. You're going to have to kind of stabilize and post up on that side. The trail leg side, which is my right leg in this video, you're going to notice you're going to have to push off a little bit. I want you to keep your head neutral. You're just going to rotate through nice and smoothly, both sides, about 8 to 10 reps per side.